I put it in his locker.
Just blind.
I'll go have a look. Yeah, there's no way he has that in his fucking pockets.
Either. I have it. I use it for sniping rifle. I cannot use the sniping rifle if I don't have my rangefinder. So I can see how many meters I need to, calibrate the scope to.
So you're sure you have it in like your backpack or something like that, because it's not in there. You checked your jacket pockets?
I don't have it on me.
Okay.
Can't touch him.
Oh, do you want to lean on me?
Sure he doesn't fall.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
can't touch him. I'm trying to keep a distance away from him. I don't want to make him.
It's not like you've, well, hopefully not covered your hands in snot, have you?
No, but trust it.
Oh,
Said the only bag that I see in there is one full of guns.
Yeah, the one with his
There's
guns
supposed to
in
be
it.
another one.
Maybe it's on his belt? No.
Look in there. Guessing he hasn't.
Doesn't sound like it. Oh! It might be in his plate carrier. There it is.
Okay. Check that.
I'll just steal the plate carrier. Okay, from here.
270 meters.
375.
100-meter off. Damn.
What?
And I think we found them at about 324.
Shit.
I'm not entirely sure, but it was definitely in like the...
75.
Yeah, you weren't wrong. Like, it was definitely 70.
This thing only needs to shoot 75 meters.
Oh. Well, no, it shoots a lot more. I think you mean it zeros. Like, the sights go to 75.
Oh, yeah. Not supposed to shoot over that far.
Well... I don't know if you could put this on it. Give it a shot.
But what kind of knife is it you have in that holster? I can't see it. Oh,
One of these.
Doesn't it want to go on?
Okay. Oh, same as yours.
Doesn't want to.
Okay.
Take.
Maybe you
Try
could
my
try
other
another
one.
one. Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus. Hello there, Vivian. Nice seeing you again. Hello.
I have to say this Vincenzo gave me another perspective of him. Still scared that, seen where we live. But
Well, if things go the way they I think they are. Then we are gonna move at some point.
Kinda. That's right.
Mm. I'm just thinking. What about you guys in my diary today? I hope everything went okay with that. He did. He's right there.
What kind of you need?
Okay. Try this out.
Nice.
And if not, you can try my other one.
Nope.
Okay. Try
One of
this
these
then.
not- no.
Oh, there we
Depends
go.
on what they have.
Combat scope will fit on it, right?
This thing can only go up to 100 and...
What you're aiming at?
Do you see that rock between the golden bush or like the orange bush? The one that's below it is the one we're aiming for.
I'm in that well, but I have my aim in the middle of 350 meters. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not. That didn't even
wow.
go.
Yeah, I saw that drop.
That barely. Yeah, that barely made it 200 meters.
Sick.
Try to zero it. Maybe do, if you can, 600. Ooh! Ooh! I saw that land.
Where?
It wasn't even close to the rock. Hand me your, hand me the rangefinder.
Like
Hold on, wait.
150.
150, yeah. I saw it. 150 to...
Aiming quite fucking high. It's
Okay.
ridiculous.
He said he could hit anything with that thing. With a crossbow. Okay. Yeah. Around 150 this time too.
That's as far as they're gonna go.
Huh.
Aiming like straight up almost.
Yeah, I saw it. Maybe
Watch
if you...
this.
Oh, okay.
Right back. Do this. Ching it.
Couldn't even see where it landed.
And again.
Aiming straight up, you're gonna get it in the head. And luckily, I got a metal plate now.
Right.
Ching it.
I couldn't see where it landed.
It's about the same range.
Yeah.
150 meters. I wouldn't say it was gonna
Well, you hit quite well. I suppose I could actually
come
see
this
it.
back.
Oh.
I might try something else one sec.
Oh, a hunting scope? Yes, it is from Red Dead Redemption. It is the Red Dead Redemption, like, sort of ambient RP or ambient sort of thing.
How did he get it so far if he said that he was only 50 meters from the stone last time?
Definitely didn't calculate it properly and didn't know exactly where it was because we didn't leave it in the ground. Let's go! Let's go! I know my music! Still pretty decent, I'd say. Why is there no log storage around? That's my question.
It's gonna
Wait,
be
wait.
this one that switches, but it doesn't seem to want to.
Oh. Oh,
It's on the
there's a
crossbar.
little L switch on it.
I've been trying that one.
Oh, okay. Then... I don't know. Let me try? Just for the hell of it. Nope. Oh, I just took it off.
Scope either is not really that cool.
No, it definitely is not.
Better for the range. Got it anyway.
Okay. It's the eye. That's what it is. I'll be waiting for these Firefly diaries. I want more bug stuff. Chop chop. Yep, I'm sorry. I'll work on it. Well, anything to give you a reticule to aim at, right?
Having a scope you need to try.
Could just take it on and off. That might help.
Yeah, but terrible. As is with it.
Yeah, I need to find some time to actually
So
write them.
much.
Kind of works.
I prefer that scope.
Oh, this is the like quintessential Red Dead Redemption music. I know, right? It's like, it looks like snow, but it's not. It's just shiny, and I don't know why. It takes like 30 minutes to an hour usually to write and edit. Yeah, oof. I don't know. I don't think I could ever get my diaries to the point where that you are doing. Ever.
Try one of these.
I hate that this is off-center. Can I put this on it? No, I doubt it. No. I don't say that. Well, I don't know. You do so good. Oh, that's the ones I have my narcotics in. Let's put that back here. Frankly, the diary I made after I met you guys is one of my shorter ones. Yeah, right? As I looked at it like slightly, and yeah, it's a lot shorter than your usual ones.
Bold. You can take those if you want.
But still so good. Poor Mantis having to whisper. Feel so bad for him.
Yeah, but I sadly can't give you that scope. I need it for. I just pulled it off my own guns.
Oh my god.
Just, I'm sad. It was just to test what works.
Here's a bolt. Don't waste it on the rock.
What about this one then? Okay to use. Is this scope? Do you still need it?
Not good if it wasn't for the server downtown, but alas, yeah, very true.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know the pain.
You still need this scope.
Those two I dropped on the ground. Yes, I need them back. That's the
Okay,
only scopes I have for the rifles.
I
But
will
isn't
use
that
this for
just-
now then.
Isn't that one scope the one I gave you to try out? And you didn't want it. Well, I thought I gave you one like the L-can.
This one I think. I
Yeah,
have on it now, yeah.
that one works.
What kind of scope are you looking for?
Anything that really fits on this thing. If it's got like multiple scopes, you know, like longer range and then iron sight, or just a red dot and then a bigger zoomed in scope. Sort of thing.
I told Ben if we ever become a bug person, he would be Mantis. I didn't know how to feel about that.
There is a fireplace there.
We already have a Mantis. It'd have to be something else.
Just kind of used to permanently being cold days.
Yeah. We definitely need to get a bigger stockpile. Yep, the Whisper guy is Mantis. So, the bug names are given to people
Actual wood storage instead of just
to, like, it
box there.
connects to who they are and, like, how they act when they're found. So Firefly is because he put, like, green chem lights in people's belongings every now and then and hid them. That's why, and like, he likes green and had chem lights. That's his reasoning.
any plans to do anything tonight?
Well, with Ant out of commission, I don't know entirely what to do. So, I don't have many plans for tonight. And, Beetle, our other guy, is Beetle because he's got a thick
to
skin.
kind of look at our potential other options. Stuff at the same time, but
Yeah, having a look at some
Just
other
have to-
places might be good. I'm not fully sold on that apartment block. So finding something else similar or even better would be good. Moving now would be a potential risk. This is when we
I was
were
gonna
a
head out a
spider.
little bit and
Mm-hmm.
like go up north and check some of the towns and stuff, see what I can.
Mm-hmm.
There's an area in between. Is it Blairville and Troy? Like, right in the middle of that area.
Blairville and
houses.
Troy.
Yeah. Like, west of Blairville.
South, what?
but it is-
Southeast?
Sorry.
Yeah, Norfolk Tyler.
Houses and barns. Thinking maybe a barn in that area.
Wait, Firefly,
Something with
did you
already like
see the new note I set on
Yes, I did.
your hut?
So, Camp Lookout is out of the question. And a good amount of those meatballs are around up north.
Or that Long John.
looking for something that has like
Looking for, sorry. Getting interrupted.
no, go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything, guys. Let you speak.
Speak, goddammit, speak!
I was just asking, are you looking for something with like pre-built walls? Matter?
Rebuilt walls would be good just to, you know, not have to spend too much time patching it up, but it's not a hard requirement. We did this, right? We put
Well-
all this up.
So mainly something with multiple stories, big enough for all of.
Yeah. It could be
Oh.
flat, multiple buildings like this, or it could be a multiple story building. Camp Horizon.
You know, the Speedway. Racetrack. Any big buildings there?
God, Paw Patrol.
Isn't that a very common place?
Yeah, that's kind of
A
my
lot of people
fault.
come.
But,
Saw a school down out with was it Troy or something? Smaller city out there. There was a big school.
Not Troy,
And
but
a lot of windows.
See a big building in Troy. But I have no idea. Into Troy yet.
apparently Tyler is a area where a group of hunters live. Their sole mission is to hunt down unclean ones, kill them off. They're looking to get people gathered, same with Lloyd, get people gathered to hunt a hive, or not a hive, a nest, or whatever you'd call it, of meatballs, those large creatures that could throw you across the, like, well, from one end of this area to the other without an issue. It's like this, but also has a like a diner looking building
But
attached.
why would they want to do that?
Sorry, say that again?
That they're trying to
Think-
gather.
Oh, he said 10.
Hey.
10 men.
What? Oh.
And there'd be a good payment for all 10, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm doing the math in my head. 10 people versus, he said, a nest of 10 to 15 of these meatballs. Eh,
No, what the fuck
somebody's
these
not walking out
meatballs
of
are?
that.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, what the fuck is? Say meatballs, like what?
From the description I've been given, it is a rather large unclean that is deformed and very, very strong. Like it, it, it will throw stuff at you. It will hit the ground and knock you down, or even
Horizon,
possibly
where is
throw
that?
you. Yeah. I've already determined if I see one, I'm running. I'm sorry, I'm running.
Yeah. So I've got a grenade, I'm running.
Well, apparently this thing takes 300 to 400 rounds to take down. Kill it. And even being on the roof of a house isn't going to help you. Apparently there was someone on the roof that managed to get thrown from the roof by it.
Okay.
Is this big school at
Horizons.
Cure? Maybe its
Oh.
name is. School I'm talking about.
Oh, I like the shape.
The outside of the city. West of the city, just outside of it.
Cities though. What city did you say?
O O-U-R-A-Y.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, Ray.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
The big building.
it's
a big school.
yeah, it's a big school, and there's a massive medical area by a baseball field, football field. I don't remember exactly what it is.
Maybe it's too
Uh,
harsh.
is there too many unclean?
A good amount.
Oh, I guess that's off the list.
I haven't been down there in a while, but yeah, there's a large amount down there. Several people keep mentioning that Haven place. I do want to have a look at it, but it just feels like a downgrade. Or more so an upgrade in the fact that we're going way up on a mountain that's all walled off. It might be
It's
good.
the one I talked about, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the one you talked about. That's where that bluefin guy, or M as he goes by now, is going. To
Because I know I've
temporarily
been
set
up there and there are some big ass walls up there. Higher up than we are now.
So way colder as well.
It's gonna be way colder.
Mm-hmm.
Really difficult to get up there. On the horses.
The school in Lakeland.
Hmm. Maybe. But I have to go there and have a look.
There's also that small city. It's, above the nuclear factory facility.
Oh, yeah.
There's a school up there too, as I remember.
Yeah, there's a large school there.
Halfway, the city is halfway surrounded, you know, by a river.
But Hawkins,
No, it's
it's a nice place. It's got a hospital, police station. Right here.
beside Bear. That's just beside Beartown, and that's where the white assholes were from, right?
Yep, that's where they stay.
I think it was.
Hey, I was gonna say something. All I heard was school again.
Hawkins School.
Every time. Yeah, every time you say school, all you've got to think
Hidden
is
bunker. Yep,
school.
I used to live there, but
means
it's
population.
room for
Population
only
means
one.
a lot of
Wow, two
unclean.
people. I used to live there on Cole, but it's very small.
Yeah.
Go down. Every single town that has a school.
At least if you put
It's
the
gonna have a
wall
lot
at
of
the
unclean.
entrance, it might be bigger, but it's very small. It's the building
Well, I'm
that's there
thinking
is smaller than
In
that.
between towns, in a barn somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in between might be good.
Barn. That's right. We shoot right through.
What? Sorry.
Oh,
And I think shoot through a barn, can't you?
probably.
You'll go right through the woods.
You could probably shoot through
that's-
most of these buildings.
Or in Hawkins and
Ah.
Hawkins Nuclear.
Playing like.
Also in here, yeah, because I
there's
know there
always
is
gonna
one
be
up
a safety
here.
problem. Where we are.
Right here, there's a small one. I used to live there. But over here,
But here we actually got a lot of options and getaways.
Well, kind of a barrel. Like fish in a barrel.
A lot of peaking points down here. That's right. But I guess as exposed as we are, they will be just as exposed, right? Or not? I don't know.
you're not wrong.
Okay, so
Maybe-
if we find a place that has, let's say, 2-3 houses next to a barn, we can always make a compound. Towers.
Yeah, we're like 7 people.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to find a place like that.
Yeah, I think we are good where we are, but... Ooh, there's all video on
They're
base
very high.
locations. That's pretty cool.
It can get very cold. Got to move about.
Ooh. I should probably have a look at this video, just to have a look. Thank you. Yeah, if you could, that would be amazing.
On Troy,
Thank you.
Blairville, like all around that area. See if I can find like some sort of huge barn. Bunch of houses close to each other. No, a cul-de-sac. Something like that, I don't know.
Hmm. Winter Park could be a thing too. But that's down south. We want to go up north, potentially. Hmm. Ski resort could
If
be a
you've
thing.
ever looked at the place, it's like going out of state, east of Riggins.
No, I have never been there.
Few, but I think it's 2 long barns, like 2 long brown barns, and maybe a main house. But there's walls all the way around, the concrete walls.
That doesn't sound like a dumb
This-
idea. Would have to check it out.
Northeast. Riggins. And you go east of Riggins.
BRB, thank you. I'll look at that later.
I've only been past that area once.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there at all, so would be a good place to check.
It's kind of where I came from. Direction.
It's the first base for that's recommended in the video. Huh. I guess I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at my phone. No. Press the right button.
I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Yeah, you definitely need it, sounds like.
Get some sleep. I will check out that place in the morning. And then I'll write up a little note or something saying exactly what it's like, and then I'll leave it on your door.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay. As I just bump into you when I get back, but yeah. Alright,
Thank you.
I'll catch you guys. Catch you guys later.
Yeah, see you
Good night.
around. Rest up.
Thanks. So, and don't do anything stupid. Watching you. Watching you. Always watching.
Oh, you mean the one that's north of Jasper? Yeah, there's a big cave up here. Right here. Because there's scaffolding with the cross in it. I've been there with Tyler. If it was cleaned out, then it would be a lot better.
Gonna do the same. I'm
Yeah.
tired as fuck.
I'm not far behind, to be honest. You rest well. Definitely deserve it after today. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, they definitely could.
I don't know what to say. It's been a.
Well, how does
It
it
is a good
feel?
day. I would say.
How does it feel looking deaf in the eye and coming out alive?
Good, I would say, but it's. I I would lie if I say it didn't took some kind of trust to this guy. Reason I think I did it is because I heard for so many that what he did for others,
Mm-hmm.
even people that fucked him over, breathing. Like this Ambrose guy, are still breathing.
Yeah, and Ambrose, I
And
think, got patched up by him after getting shot in the stomach.
once,
Yeah.
then,
Hmm.
and it does feel better. The pressure from my head is totally gone. Even my vision seems better. I turn my head, it's not going slow anymore. It's quite accurate. It still hurts, but
So you lived with this for
it didn't
weeks
hurt
without telling
before.
us. Any of us.
I, I did, I was just drank some bad water or ate something that
Doesn't matter if you've ate something bad or if you're stubbed your toe. At least letting us know would be good. Because next time you might be in the middle of a fight with the cannibals. And suddenly you just collapse. You can't save the other person.
I get what you said. It as
Mm-hmm.
an issue. I can see what you're meaning now. I can see the difference when I'm doing this now. But I have it for weeks. It was like my body adapted to it. Can I say that? Can I say it
Yeah,
like this?
that seems right. From...
Now that I can, see the difference before and after. It's hard to tell when you know don't when you're not sure if 100% that something's wrong.
I understand that. I don't
I
know if
would
I could
have
tell
told you
myself.
if I would have told you if I knew the difference was like this.
But you
I
said
would.
you'd felt like you'd fallen over multiple times and didn't spot things that were obvious.
I don't know how to explain that. It's not like it's just been about cool accident by having a little little too little to eat or drink. This occurred. I think I just blame it on that.
Mm-hmm. I guess, but... Yes, hindsight 2020. I could tell you to tell us if you're hurt, if you feel different, but if you feel
And yeah,
indifferent
of
doesn't
course.
feel like any different, then I guess I understand it. Should have been more worried when you said you had a concussion or when we figured out you had a concussion. Everything seems to be fine, right? So I didn't think too much of it.
I didn't either. And I didn't either.
Let's get over here and talk. Well,
I mean, that to God, if I thought that
well, Yeah, if you thought this was happening, I think you'd tell us, like, way before.
Yes, I would. Who wouldn't?
Yes. You need to...
I'm no, I'm.
Did you not even know you had a bump on your head? You didn't feel it?
No,
Didn't...
not really, because I'm always have, you know, my.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hat. What do you call it? I would call it hat, but I always have it on and I sleep with it.
Okay. Well,
Only taking it off when I, you know, wash my hair
yeah, I
down
was about to
in
say,
the
you need to
legs.
wash
But
your hair more often then. Yeah, he'd be
uh,
11,
I
give or
do, and
take.
you know, I slip here and there, you know, even when you're not around, and I bang my head to stuff when I go down there, and it's slippery, you know. Just fucking unlucky,
Okay, so we need to get you
and
a
I keep,
helmet then,
you
if
know.
you keep banging your head.
Oh, now I know the reason why I'm fucking
Mm-hmm.
slipping all the time.
Right? I
The
guess.
places I slip, the places I slip is just cool accident. When, you know, everybody knows when you go down to the lake and you see
We
stones
think the
with green
same.
stuff on it, that's gonna be slippery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the roof and it's wet, it's gonna be slippery, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of these times I slipped about this
How the fuck is he alive?
this, you know, feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, you weren't feeling 100% yourself. Uh,
Yeah, exactly. But
like you're in a haze.
I felt and but I can't tell you if this happened before or after.
I
Or you
see.
think this was coming after. I didn't tell you because I had a reason for it. I have something, you know, to fucking point on and say that's why I felt. I tripped.
But it could have
How,
meant so many other things. Like, I, a tumor on your brain, an aneurysm, a stroke. It could mean so many other things.
yeah,
I know, right? Such a sweet guy. He always is a sweet guy when he plays. I want to see him play bad guy.
I think it was, you know, a chain reaction of bad luck. Uh,
I guess so.
I'm countryside where I am before for everything. Then I got adopted back in Denmark
Oh.
by a farming family. I'm born and I'm raised out there. You know, if somebody is getting sick, now it's you know that's not a lifestyle to live by. Like if it comes by itself, it leaves by itself. You're getting a cold, it's gonna go away again without medical attention.
Mm,
Hurt your finger, it's gonna go away. How to express
I understand what you're
what I
saying.
will call it in Danish, but it was kind of the way of doing things in the farmlands. If it so you just it have to be bad if you're calling the doctor, like
I see. Like my
staring the
granddad.
death in its eye. Exactly, and that's what I'm used to. I'm used to
Oh, I'll let you
like
know once I'm
if
done role
really need
playing.
to be bad, if I need to bring the attention to others.
Well,
Understand today, I do understand that if I can be a not I don't want to say a burden, but it is what it is. It is a burden. If I am a burden to any of you, I will have to tell you, like, it doesn't give any sense, like you taking a one-legged man to I don't know, 100-mile walk. I'm gonna slow everybody down. Then I'd rather stay here. Understand?
Yeah, I think I do.
But now, if 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 I knew I was be a burden to the rest of you guys, I would have told you.
Mm-hmm.
Told Cricket and Ambrose when I stayed up for my shift. I didn't want to go anymore because my foot was hurting and it needed rest, and I will slow them down too much. I promised you to stay here and take the shift. Talked about that car he was talking about, and he's talking about at point picking us up, the three of us, and try to go there, and he would trade me that car for some other small, very small car, but still 4x4. I told him we didn't have the space for, big ass vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he had a smaller one that he would trade it for. Like I said to him that you were going to sleep and I didn't want to wake you up. And if somebody took the car, somebody took the car. It's not life and death, that car.
Well, yeah,
It could wait for another day.
I agree with that. I talked to Cricket about it, that car as well, and I want to get it picked up. It's just I don't want one person to go alone. I want all of us to go there, or at least most of us to go there. Enough to be able to sit in it, fill out the seats. Car is a high value target.
It would be a very good transportation for moving here.
Mm-hmm.
So much shit in that car can do on horseback, and we have at least 2 people here that refuse horse.
Yeah. I was planning, if we ever did find a car or get a car, that a garage would be made down in Coulter. If we moved somewhere, then we could at least hopefully not be up a steep ass hill, so we could put a garage there. A car would be useful for longer trips, more traveling, more trade. I do want this car,
I
but
asked
you said you asked.
I actually found a trail you can get all the way down here. Maybe not into this, but to the tree lines out here. Fairly easy. On the other side of this mountain, there goes a not too steep trail all the way down to somewhere between city name, Broken Arrow and is it Fishwill maybe.
If we'd have a
A
car
trail
nearby,
all the way down.
I would want it to be close enough for us to go there quickly. Not a 10-minute jog or run down there. If we'd have a car, I would place it down
I
in
mean,
Coleman, the town just down there.
I don't know if you misunderstood me, but I found a trail. You can bring the car
From
right
there
here.
all the way up here. Oh. And you're sure that a car would handle it?
Can't promise you anything, but
It's not
at
a steep,
least,
yeah.
at least to the top of that mountain, on the other side, and all the way down to Broken Arrow, between Broken Arrow and Fishwell, there is a trail all the way up to the top of the mountain here. Not very steep. For bushes, free for trees, path.
Well, that might be useful.
It hurt my head. I will try to track it down because that
Well,
trail once. Do you remember when we with the white trash thing? We were locked in that house, and we found another house to sleep in. Got home from that, I found that trail all the way up here.
is that the one that goes through
Remember
the rocks? Up, in...
No, it was
Okay, so it went up there.
from the road. From the road and yeah, all the way up here.
Yeah, because there was a trail just behind it that leads all the way up to there.
Maybe. I figured maybe we could. I don't know if it was up to the tower and we could find another way down here, or it's,
Well, if it was from Broken Arrow, it is between that point where the two rocks like sort of open up to an area and that tower. Sort of in between there is where you would have ended up.
because Broken Arrow is right on the other side of this mountain.
Yep.
So I must have come some point of this direction.
Probably. Well, yeah, if we could get a car up there, that would help out a lot with the move.
I was trying to scout if you can actually get the car all the way down here. The one road I found is up with the tower. There is I don't want to say a cliff, but there is a way to get the car down. I think 4x4. I think that
Maybe.
a car like Robert's old Olga, I don't think it will make that trip.
Probably not.
But the car that Ambrose wants to trade with us is a slow. It doesn't drive very fast, like on top 80 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
It's not very fast, but it's strong and it's reliable. Hello?
Well, strong and reliable is very much needed. Well, maybe. But, again, I would want more than just one of us to go up there. I would want at least two or three.
Because what Ambrose told me in cricket, that is some heavily guard shit up there in that airfield. It's not a one-man job.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
kind of what I
It
thought.
is. Well, I haven't been to places. Can get in.
Sorry, could you
Get
say
to it.
again?
Sorry. I was just saying that I've spent enough time up there I could get to it, but depending on where it's at on the military place, I might or might not be able to get to it, depending on if it's even still up there.
Yeah, there's
But I
that.
know Lloyd Lloyd did say he was willing to give us a ride up there if we could catch him.
Yeah, he did do that.
Apparently apparently it's a truck that has like a bed and even a working stove and stuff in the back. I don't know.
Oh, basically like a
All
homemade
kind of
caravan.
junk in the back.
Yeah, I think maybe tomorrow or something like that. Could go looking for it. See if we could get in contact with Lloyd and anything like that. Go at least 2 or 3 people, enough to get inside and get it back here safely. And if not here, then as close to it as possible. We need every help we can get to do this move if we do decide to do it. I'm not 1,000% sure we are moving yet.
I promised the good doctor that I wait at least 3 days before I start walking up at mountains and
That's understandable, and yes, do follow the doctor's orders.
I did ask him that how long I needed to wait, you know, to get on a horse, so I don't use my energy. You know, making pressure on the new plate I got in the back of my head now. And he said at least 2 days before I got going on to a horse and just take it slowly. He's told me.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Follow
Don't
that.
wanna gallop down a hill with this thing.
He said that if I need to travel, it needs to be by horseback or car. For the next, I don't know, maybe week or 3 or
We're
4
plate
days.
buddies now, yeah, right? He said the same thing. Vin said
Sure,
the
I
same
don't
thing.
make any pressure on that plate, but he told me 1 or 2 days I could sit on a horse and take it slow.
Okay.
I think if you guys are going out there tomorrow, I can maybe take a horse and try find that trail I was talking about.
Maybe.
I don't think it would be wise to take me in
No,
loud combat shooting.
I wouldn't want to take you up there. It
No.
sounds dangerous with wolves and bears and God knows what else.
He said there was like 2 or 3 bears in the compound.
That's what he saw, yes. I saw, like I said, I dealt with enough wolves that I actually lost count of it. And at least 2 to 3 bears that I had to deal with.
Can't wait to go back through the stream and watch.
And plus, that's not counting the ones I
Talia.
avoided, that I didn't have to deal with. A lot of things up there.
Ugh.
I think it was interesting what the doctor told us about the country club and the meatball things. I don't think that's the place we settle down.
Well, yeah, we were right next to it. That's where that apartment block is. But that's where a huge amount of those meatballs are?
What Vincenzo told me. When was it you or Beetle that told him, or maybe even Wasp? I can't.
It was me.
That's a little blurry.
Probably. I told him about the note I got with, well, I said 14, but that's wrong, because that was what Lloyd told me the other day. But, yeah, the north is not as safe anyways. By Falcon Rock, there's this guy I've been writing notes with back and forth who'd come by here and gave us 90% of the nails that built this place. He said that, well, he used to have a lot of people up at Camp Lookout, I believe it was. And he had a bunch of temporary or people living there, but they scattered to the wind, and he himself had to as well. Because there was a field full of meatballs, or devourers, or rancors, as Lloyd called them. Big, hefty things the size of a car. That can slam people, or slam the ground and shake walls out of their foundation, and people out of their, well, out of anywhere.
That's what I'm gonna miss from here. It's the,
Ooh.
can I say, the silence we have here. Of course, we have some uncleaned one out of the gate, but nothing compared to what Ava and
Yeah, we've
Rock and
had
whatever they are calling it.
no issues with a horde or anything like that so far. But it might be...
No bears, no what the cat things. I can't
Yeah,
remember what mountain lions or whatever they are. None of those here.
I haven't even watched Sweet Tooth.
That
I
I'm
need to do
gonna
that.
for sure miss if we don't find another place like.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to this place. Cons is it's going to get very fucking cold very quickly, and every single mountaintop can spot us. Although, it's not as black and white as they're up top, they can see us. The trees do protect us in some way. Not perfectly, but they do help. All these buildings help.
Unless
But-
they're a really
See,
good sniper, you don't
Mhm.
really have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Cause on that,
I don't know,
if you
man.
look
I
at
feel
the
like
rocks
the
up
location
here,
you're in now is the
there
most
is
suitable for your group. I
700
agree with that.
720 meters up there.
Mm-hmm.
Be a fucking marksman guard to hit anything from up there.
Yeah. That hill is
I mean, not necessarily
400.
a god, but definitely have to be a sniper.
Right?
I could make that shot.
Yeah. That
And
hill is
My
400
biggest
meters
thing
up.
is with
That's 500 meters to the
Ah.
top.
Same.
511 or something.
Well, we got
my
fucking
biggest thing is
Vivian
it's
and
quiet now,
Vince.
but after having to deal with that last night, I've seen how quickly it happens, and I've actually passed one horde before, just kind of roaming around the field, and I managed to avoid them. If
Yeah.
they come in, if they come up the hill, then all we've got for us is go up. And as you
Yeah,
all know, there's only
Vivian,
one way out
Vince.
up there,
Vince.
unless you want to
Vivian
scale the
and
side of the
Vince,
mountain.
yes. I have neighbors that won't say anything about where we are. Yeah.
If they come in here, then we're hurting.
Well, that's
The
my
good
biggest
part is
fault
we-
of this place. The one thing I've thought about the whole entire time. The one day a horde decides to come up that hill right there, we are fucked. There is no ifs and or buts about it. If one of them meatballs show up, we're fucked.
And I can tell by the way you're talking, you're not entirely sure whether you want to move the nest and move all of us, but at the end of the day, it is your choice. I will continue to scout until you tell me to stop, though.
Well, I'd need a good place. What we've seen so far has been an island with a creepy fucker who flipped us off. An apartment block that has potential but also faults. I need to see something else. Something more like this, but also not like this. If that makes sense.
It does, it does. But you're saying that the north is not safe after reading notes from your friend and stuff. So going by that, instead of scouting up north, I will scout to the
Mhm.
east, to those
You know
small
what?
towns. I don't think anywhere is going to be really, really like fully secure.
Yeah. Have a look at the notes in here. Give me a moment and I'll grab another.
My God, that's a lot of notes.
Oh, there's more.
Tell me that.
So, the bugs is a totally fictional thing that I've thought of. It's taken a couple of years until it
Oh
sort
my
of
goodness.
manifested. And some help from the people that's in the group right now for it to be the way it is at this point. It was totally different before when I played Firefly. As Firefly was a loner. who was talking about a group that didn't exist. Then on Kinship, I finally got a group of people before that didn't work out fully. It worked, didn't work out fully because the server sort of shut down and like all that stuff. Then then I played Firefly again on Beyond, which is 2 years before the apocalypse or after the apocalypse, which didn't give enough time. And then this server gave plenty of time for the concept to work. A group of people who are all together to survive. Their only focus is to survive, but they have a leader and a sort of hierarchy. You have the queen, which is the leader of the bugs. Then you have a nest watcher, which is the one who watches over the nests. You have the hive, which is the location where all the bugs originate from. And they originate, you know, from those areas. From Canada. And the bugs sort of expanded from there. So that's sort of like Firefly has been in my brain for years.
That's what I was afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
I actually told Beetle.
Yeah, some of these notes are old as fuck, by the way.
Well, with this one talking about they're faster, they're stronger, and have recently infected or taken down walls and stuff. I'd actually told Beetle that when I spoke to him a few days ago on the radio that
Oh yeah,
they're different. They're especially up north. I saw. It wasn't really their looks. It was more the way they reacted, the way they moved were a lot faster. When they hit me, one of them damn near knocked me off my feet. They're definitely getting stronger.
Yeah.
I was hoping that in the cold it would slow them down, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Was also talking about that big ass, loud ass gun he had. If it wasn't a clean headshot, he needed to hit them 3 or 4 times.
Yep. I've noticed that with my my Deagle. If I don't hit him in the head, it's 3 or 4 shots to the chest, maybe more. Headshots are good though. 1 clean hit.
I will give you a warning. Go near any unclean ones that are wearing camouflage or look like different than any others. Be very careful. I was probably from further distance than me to that back cabin there. A little bit further than that. I fired 1 shot from my rifle with the suppressor on it and ended up with about 30 of them on me.
Shit. Okay. I've noticed some of them scream and it brings them towards them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot of, I've noticed that have been walking for a very long time. Haven't been put down. It's like they've mutated somehow and started calling the rest.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's like the scream is different from the others.
Yeah.
I believe
Louder.
it's because they've been left for so long and haven't been put down.
That would explain these
Judging by
meatballs
these.
too.
Also, another thing I should warn you about as well. I was speaking with a guy on the radio, an older gentleman, a couple nights ago up north. He had apparently gotten into something. He said it was kind of fog or gas, and afterwards he was not feeling well. He couldn't breathe, he couldn't see, felt like he was dying, and he was asking for a doctor. He believed he might have gotten poisoned. So if you see a fog or a gas or something, be very careful.
Okay, good to know.
Who am I saying? At this point, by spending that much time up there, I'm careful of everything. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, the ones
Really
in the
paranoid nowadays.
first aid kit are old as all hell. They aren't really valuable anymore or worth it.
Find you a book that you can sit down and go through them and take just the important notes out of them and
Right?
copy them into a book.
I need to do that before, I don't know, they somehow get wet or something. But, yeah. There's a heck of a lot of them, and these meatballs sound more and more dangerous.
I will have to go that now. I'm
Yes. You
really
rest well.
tired.
Feel better,
Take care
man.
of yourself.
You as well.
If you wake up and you're not feeling
Safe.
very well or you need anything, give me a shout.
Yeah, call on the radio or something. I'll be having mine, like, on low when I'm going to sleep. Now I'm craving
I
meatballs.
will.
Good night.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, wait. One moment. Ah. You wanted this, right? It's not in great shape, but it might be able to do some zooming and stuff like that.
Oh. Also, Lloyd had said that he would trade us ammo and stuff if we could find or start picking up our casings. Apparently he knows someone that can refill them and fix them up, make out of them.
Died.
Good night. Yeah, he said so as well.
Night,
That
Aunt.
Pasha was the guy he knew that refilled them.
Yeah. Trade
Really?
us ammo and stuff for them.
Yeah, I believe Pasha is the one who lives by the processing plant.
Yes, he was showing me the area, but we were a little preoccupied.
Yeah, the horde happened, right? And that girl.
Apparently her name is Ella.
Ah. Did you catch the names of the other people again? It was,
No. No, in one of the notes, the only one that he actually read out to me was signed by Stacy's.
Okay, Stacy.
But that's an
Stacy's
assumption.
mind's got it going on. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely like for a good amount of us to rock up and see how they'd react. As you said, probably the same way. But this time it would be different.
And it just depends. It would, but you gotta remember, was one of the reasons I don't hold any. He was inside their house. I had told him it
Yeah.
was a bad idea. And he was inside their house. He had just apparently just laid the notes down and was on his way back out when they started yelling. But even after telling them several times, him and me both telling them the same story several times, they still didn't really believe it. They thought we were there looking for them. Very concerned that we knew their location. Until I finally pointed out to him that, hey, we don't even know your names.
I wonder who they are running from. Might be something to look into.
The reasons I didn't really speak until I heard the guy that was here talking because I didn't know who it was, and I didn't know if it might have been the same guy. To wait till I heard him talk.
Yeah.
The other guy's was deeper and rougher.
Okay. Hmm. I think it's funny how Lloyd was so quick to give off your name and not his own. Oh, that was Vincenzo.
Like I said, at first he didn't. At first he just kept referring to, like, me and my friend were out running around, me and my friend done this, but about halfway through he started saying me and Cricket. My friend Cricket here.
Hmm.
And when I pointed it out to him that he had given my name and he could tell I clearly wasn't happy about him giving my, he did apologize and said he was trying to build a rapport with them.
Oh, if you
The
wanted
situation a little.
if you wanted to build rapport, just say like fucking Mackenzie or something. There's so many other names out there.
To be honest, I don't think I would have even. I don't think he has. For as much as he says he used to be a really bad guy and stuff, I don't think he's quite as bad as he likes to think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
He is a God-fearing Christian, as he said. God.
At least you got out of it okay. No blood was spilt, no beatings were given out. How is Beetle feeling after that? I know he says it's his thing to get beaten the fuck up, but
Okay, and I believe him says he's. Haven't really been around enough to watch him to see he's lying, but I believe he's alright.
okay. Yeah, Vincenzo's the surgeon. Okay, that's good to know.
He's not. Okay, I take that back. Very few are like me that'll get bit by a wolf or clawed
And
by a
be
wildcat,
okay,
patch it up,
yeah.
and just proceed to run on with it and be fine with it. Yeah.
Well, he's both not ready to do a seppuku or, you know, blast the whole entire nest apart. So, I would assume that is what I mean by okay.
Wait, are you referring to his beating or to what happened last night?
Well, both. The beating is one thing, and what happened last night?
He doesn't even know about that.
Oh!
Yeah, you're the only one I've told about that one.
Okay, good to know. That's hot. Is that you, Vincenzo? Is that you?
He asked how I was. I told him I'll live. Pretty much all he knows.
I see.
I did lose my temper though. Well, almost lost my temper. I got to the edge of anger because it wasn't even at the situation. It wasn't even at Lloyd. It was at myself. Because I know I looked and I missed them. I don't know how I missed them, considering she was wearing white. But I looked, I turned around, and I hadn't even taken a single step, and they were behind me yelling. I don't see how I did it.
It happens. They might know this
Pisses me
place
off.
better than you. Yeah, this is the best roleplay I've had in a while.
Hated me. No better. But not to go in the fucking house, and he had to be a white knight and have to go in and leave the notes just so they know, so that they can have some closure. What you get for doing the right thing.
A very, very simple fix to that problem, but of course, no one accused him of being a genius either. Is write a note saying, hey, I left a stash, or hey, the tree right next to that building is feeling quite full. You might have to check it. And then, you know, oh, wow, there's a tree. Okay. There's a dirt pile that looks very disturbed. Oh, maybe let's dig it up. Oh, there's a backpack with information in it. I don't know. That might be a...
Being honest, I was just curious as to exactly what he would do and how far he would go with it. And sure enough, he went through the notes, he found the code on the note, and he went in for it.
Yes, he was Liam. The bastard is lying. Yeah, that surprises me a little bit, but
I'm more surprised that, okay, most people that I've met nowadays would have seen the dead body, they may have buried it, possibly. They wouldn't have said a prayer over it. And they sure as hell wouldn't have went through their pockets, found a note, and decided to go looking for the person's family, or friends, or whoever they were. And not only to first the racetrack, but we get to the racetrack and there's another note that says, oh, we went to Niceville, down to Niceville. From Niceville, there was another note down to Fishville. How many people, honestly, have you met that would do that?
Well, knowing now, I would say one, and that is Lloyd.
Yeah. Why I was curious. I was curious if he would just keep following the trail. And yep, he sure did.
That is something. If it was... I guess I would understand if it was the same way someone shows up telling, like inside here, telling me, hey, one of your people were, you know, are dead. I think I'd respond just the same as those people. Specifically because someone was inside my place, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't really, like, I just kind of dismissed them from my mind when I left, because their actions were totally, pretty much reasonable. A little bit of overreaction, but not much.
Yeah, I'm more annoyed at Lloyd for, one, going inside someone's home without, like, thinking. I guess second or two more. And then also keeping his own name quiet and giving yours without thinking. Seems to be a theme, doesn't it?
Yep.
What were their comments on Cricket being your name?
They didn't say anything.
I'm surprised.
The woman, like I said, the woman never said a word. And the guy was just really upset and pacing back and forth about someone knowing where they lived and where they were.
Ah, I see.
That seemed to be his main focus. He didn't even like comment on their friend
the
dying.
Dragon Slayer.
He asked us several times for the story, and then he asked me for the story, and then he dismissed that and just focused on us knowing where they were.
I didn't think there were more people that were more paranoid about people knowing where they lived than we were, right? Like in the few days we've been here.
I don't even think we're that paranoid about it.
Honestly, not really. Already had multiple people come by. That was before we set up properly. Then this bluefin M guy. They've showed up every now and then, leaving notes. We have a bit of a stash going that he dropped things in and I dropped things in. No, I get it, dude. Thomas is great.
And that's the one that left you the note saying we're headed up north, right?
Yes. M or what's this? Bluefin. He also left a note with the coordinates to Camp Lookout, it's called. But Camp Lookout now is abandoned. Sounds like it. And he went all the way up to Haven, that location up on the mountain. That other mountain is not here. I think we saw it when we were
What
down
I'm
by
hearing.
the island.
Oh, that. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
I went
those
about
towers.
halfway up it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't go all the way to the top. I went about halfway up, and there's actually another camp, much like this one up there, with a bar, but it has a like a chain link fence, but no. About halfway up the mountain.
That would be something to look into. Oh well. Maybe tomorrow, if we don't have any more emergency surgeries happening, we'll be able to look around for a different place, but I'm not fully sold on moving. Yes, it's gonna get cold. Yes, it's a bowl, literally, where people can stand on all sides and see us, but it is secure, it is... Well, up until just now, it's been quiet. Only people coming by and then leaving. I think that now that Vin and Vivian have moved here, or are potentially moving here, it might be a little bit more noisy. Who knows how long they can keep isolated?
I don't know how long they can do it. I'll point out to you, you're focusing, and I know it's natural, it's normal to do this, on all of the issues facing you. That's a good way to burn yourself out and make yourself completely crazy. Don't do that. Focus on the most immediate threats first. Like right now, sure, people can see us from up there, but we don't really have any reason for them to, unless they're just spying and watching. In that case, we'll deal with it. But,
Have a good night,
and if we ever
Tevin.
have trouble with anyone specific, like the ones I went to watch, then we would have to worry. Right now, though, winter is coming, and it's already getting a lot colder. That's a more immediate threat. That's a more immediate, we have to deal with this. Can we keep this place warm? Can we keep everybody fed? Can we keep everybody warm getting down off the mountain? That's going to be a big issue. We'll have to rely on the towns that are closest to us because it's so cold you can't really travel. And the cold brings its own threats. I mean, sure, bears might hibernate, but the wolves are going to be starving because no animals to eat. Everything's gone. Things sleeping and hibernating. So they're going to be looking for food. They're going to be multiplying.
Yeah, and the deer population around here will dwindle quite quickly if it gets too cold, and this is seeming to be a real fucking cold winter.
The reasons I went ahead and came back is I had found a bunch of cans of food and I didn't want to carry them around with me. So I brought them home because I didn't want to eat them. We can't hunt. Rely on that.
Yeah. I think what we should do is make a couple of drying racks. Make sure that we have a good amount of dried food before we decide to cease the hunting to keep the population high. A few more deer, a couple of cows. That would be enough food to dry up and keep for a long while.
Just tell me what you need and my best to find it. As far as hunting, I can do that, but I prefer that to wasp and all.
Yeah. Only thing I can think of right now is I don't really know.
Sorry, you said the only thing you think of right now is what?
I don't even know.
Oh. Well, the only thing I could think of would be ammo. Because if we run into these meatballs and hordes like we did, we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Ammo, magazines, weapon cleaning kits. I do have a good amount of them.
We also have a couple of those.
Yeah. Fortifying this place would be great if they do show up here. I was planning on putting that on the back burner, but as I doubt
I
we're
would say
leaving here
take
today.
tonight. No. Well, considering you're not even sure, I would say take tonight, go over the pros and cons and what you think would be best and where you think would be best and easiest. And make a decision. If you want to move, like you for sure want to move, we can find somewhere. But it'll require us splitting up and checking multiple places. It may take us a few days to find something that is acceptable, but if you don't want to move, there's no point in doing that.
Yeah,
I would
that
say
makes
weigh the
sense.
pros and cons of this place and decide whether it's worth it or not. Because yes, I know it is nice, it is quiet, but if the worst happens, it could turn into a shit show.
Very quickly again, yeah. Yeah, I'm torn, man. I'm torn between moving and not.
And if you really want to stay here, sure, we can do some work and eliminate some of the issues. Maybe not all of them, but we can't do nothing about the hilltops, but we can build areas that we can hide behind and under and in, and there's ways around it.
I don't know, give me a sharp pickaxe
The
in
biggest.
about 50 years, I'll level this place easily. Yeah, no. Somewhere I like this tower. I would like more similar to them, or at least more towers on at least a couple more sides if we could. Platforms around the walls we could stand on and aim over. Oh yeah, I agree.
And if the time comes for that, like I said, we'll have to deal with it. But for now, our most immediate threat is winter. How are we going to get through that? Are we going to be able to get up and down the mountain safely in the cold and not freeze to death trying to do it? Because from being out traveling, I can tell you it's a lot colder up here than down there.
I noticed
Because of
that
the
yesterday.
altitude. Of course, at this point, I'm just used to being permanently fucking frozen. Pardon my language.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, I'll think about it. Should probably have asked earlier everyone's opinion on, at least for them to tell me what ideas they have or if moving would be suitable. I know Wasp is in on it. You definitely are.
I trust you to make the decision that you feel is right. There is no right or wrong anywhere. It's just what you feel is right.
True.
What feels like it's supposed to be. Like if this is the place that you're looking at and you're saying that, yes, this is where I want to be, this is perfect, then we can fix that. We can do what we have to do. But I trust in you to make those decisions. Just my job when you say, hey, go find us somewhere to live, that's my job.
Okay, I appreciate that.
In other words, I just follow orders.
It's a good way to live. I'll think about it. I'll study the map. Try to try to value the pros and cons of this area and several others.
I will travel out. Like I said, I'll go east since we've decided north probably isn't too safe. See what I can find. If I'm not here in the morning or tomorrow whenever you get up, I'll probably be on the radio somewhere. I usually keep it on all the time if I can.
Mm-hmm.
See what I can find.
Yeah. I'll try to be on the radio and also, if I am able, get out and about myself and have a look.
Just be safe out there.
You too.
I'll do best.
Stay safe.
Good night.
Good night. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I just need to go to the bathroom, and then I want to talk a little bit about, the bugs and all that, since Vivian was talking about them earlier and asking. So I'll be right back. I am back. So, okay. Yeah, I'm like torn on moving or not, honestly. Very, very torn. So I want okay. Moving would be useful. But also moving would be difficult, as you say, Unreal. Because yeah, it would be difficult. Because of winter being around. But yeah, let's see. No, not really. Okay. I think I can give a quick rundown of the bugs, because Vivian or Medrayava, I believe, asked like what was the idea with behind bugs, or like why swap from coal to the bug people. I kind of like that question. Your bug group reminds me of the Animal Army from the series Sweet Tooth. Basically the same things, but their names are we're animals like bears, tigers, etc. It's so I think back in 2018 or something like that, the idea for the bugs came around in my head, and I played a character that was young and all about survival called Firefly. Um, but he died. He was killed, so of course he's dead. So that history is not in Firefly. I played him again later on a different server. I think the server died. Then I played him on another server again, and then last one was Beyond. And like Firefly started out on the first server I played on, which was Prophecy. He started as a kid. The name Firefly just came, to my head. But then I decided, okay, so why would he be called Firefly? So then I decided, oh, he had friends. So I called him Firefly because he hid like green, green glow sticks in people's belongings. What's the purpose for moving? Everything about relocating in DayZ is about shifting gear and building walls. As usually happens when there's conflict and people relocate to fortify, which for me is the lame move. Yeah, I agree with that. It's honestly it's getting colder and we're up on a mountain, so moving might not be too smart. That's the biggest issue. It also all spend a week moving items and not RPing. Exactly, that's also a thing. I'm sort of thinking about staying. I have thought about staying the whole entire time. The only thought is the cold, but we can adapt to the cold. But yeah, the bugs are a group that has come to mind forever ago, where they were supposed to be like people that went away from each other and then met up in different areas, where they like every year was the idea. because I played on a server first where there was many years after the apocalypse. Then, yeah, the idea changed. You seem to have a great location already. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm starting to think that this location is going to be our permanent one. But yeah, to answer Vivian's question or blah, 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 from earlier was the only reason why I decided to play Firefly was I managed to talk to a few people about like a group idea I had and managed to invite them to join and they wanted to. And then the group idea became much more than what I thought it ever could be. And now we're here. I don't like it changed to a completely walled off thing. But if you need to justify for security, it's done now. Yeah. My basic first idea was to keep a couple of open areas. And I've wanted to keep a couple of open areas for people to jump in. But with the fact that the infected would get inside so easily, we'd have to waste so much ammunition getting rid of them. And then the meatballs and all the other mutants. It sort of had to be done. Now meatballs and mutants haven't been up at our place, but all the unclean have. And that, yeah. It's a bit of a weird thing. It felt so unsafe when everything was not blocked off. Because what I had an idea of, let me grab I Survive here. Let's get Bitterroot. So my plan was to put a wall between these two and then leave this open potentially. And then put a wall between here. Oh. I got it. I understand. Between here and here and here. And then leave like this area open. Have the stable between here and then leave this open. And like ways to enter. But with the ferals being all the way down here and all of that, it didn't feel right. We have ways for people to get inside that have been made for us to help people get inside, so we follow the free entrance or 2 entrances rule. But I'm not sure. I would love for us to be able to have a base like that is open to everything, but I don't think that would be possible. I really don't. Oh, possible, yes. Smart? No. Protective? No. I'm not sure. We're blocking this off, maybe even this. Like, having all the areas around here being blocked off and having this open was my plan from the get-go. And having a couple of towers. Yeah. But the people up here at the radio tower, I cannot believe that is almost like half a kilometer. And it is. It's like a kilometer up there. Yeah, I can't backtrack now. And moving to a new location would only make things worse. So honestly, I am slowly starting to think of moving as a no-go. A lot of other people are very into moving, but I really do not think moving would be smart. Now that I've like thought about it and all that. How many times you've had a character move and the consequences of that move? Too many and too many. Well, I'm the one to decide anyway if we move or not, and I'm already starting to think more of, no, we're not moving. If we are moving, we're moving after winter. It is too difficult and too risky to move. Is there not the main trader on the server just up and leaving and killing the server pop? Very true. No, this is not a wall I even have thoughts of. It would have been great to have a wall all the way around like that, but no. Not happening. Fuck that. What? Oh, must have a password. Okay, fine. There we go. Okay. Now that message won't pop up. Thank you. How does this work? Okay, that doesn't work. Whatever. Okay. Dumbass. Yeah. Nah. The rest was a lot. Leave it to that. Yeah. I think the nest is fine. I think where we are right now is fine, honestly. Yeah. Anyways, I'm getting too tired. I want to go to sleep. So, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me, to everybody. It has been a pleasure. Stay invested as always. Good night. And goodbye for now. Good night. Get to work. Get to work, Ant. You're the carpenter. Sleep well and big thanks for today. Big thanks for today. Today's been a lot of fun. I had so many plans and then they were destroyed. By a stupid surgery to save a friend. Fucking friend. Why do we need friends? Anyways, I'm gonna say good night and goodbye for now. I'm going to go to sleep. Gonna go tomorrow to celebrate my birthday, even though it isn't my birthday tomorrow, but it's gonna be a birthday dinner. My birthday is on the 26th, so gonna be a very early birthday celebration. I kind of wanted to make Firefly have my birthday, but it's like, no, then he's not 19 anymore, and that kind of feels like, no. I want to keep him young for as long as possible. But the RP was so good. It was too good to say no, I agree.